live in Indianapolis, and Hawks basketball is presented by Racetrack. The first regular season matchup, and it's in the NBA Cup between the Atlanta Hawks and the Indiana Pacers. 4 games for Atlanta. Eastern Conference Group A is where the Indiana Pacers. 4 games for Atlanta. Eastern Conference Group A is where the Hawks are located. This is the first tonight against Indiana. Home games with the Raptors and the Cavs, and a road game in Washington. That rounds out NBA Cup play. Of course, the Hawks made it to the quarterfinals last year, all the way to Las Vegas before they fell in the semifinals. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our game coverage. Bob Rathbun, the Hall of Famer, Dominique Wilkins. Matt Weiner's on the sidelines tonight. Nick, Hawks Nation is watching this game tonight with anticipation because of not only in the Cup, but also what the Hawks are going to do without Trae Young out for a while.
Well, someone's going to have to definitely step up and fill some of that void, but I think it's going to come at kind of a team concept. Everybody stepping up a little bit more so they can get this win, but they got very capable bodies that can come out and get the job done. And you see Trae here, that was a serious hit. You saw how his knee buckled a little. Him coming back after that hit tells you how tough this guy is, but he finally said, you know what, it's not going to work.
So moving into the starting lineup for Atlanta tonight, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Well, what you get is a very, very capable and excellent defensive player, and of late, you see what he's doing as far as scoring the ball, 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists a game. So very capable guy at the point guard position to help them try to secure a win here. So it's going to be a team concept all night long.
The Indiana Pacers, of course, made that fantastic run to the NBA Finals last year, losing in Game 7 to OKC. But it's so different today because of all the injuries. It started in Game 7 with Tyrese Halliburton. They've got so many guys out tonight. The one constant, though, is Pascal Siakam. And we know, Nick, how dangerous he can be against Atlanta.
Well, this guy's a 3-time All-Star. He knows how to play. They've won a championship in Toronto, a guy who can get to the basket as well as anybody in the NBA. A very versatile power forward that can play multiple positions. And now he's expanded his 3-point shot, Bob, and he's become that triple threat guy. That's hard to guard.
Yes, sir, and he's taking about 25 shots a night with all the injuries, so he's somebody that the Hawks are going to have to pay strict attention to tonight to win this game. When we come back on this Halloween 2025, a conversation with Onyeka Okongwu. All of that coming up from Indianapolis right after this.
Indiana Pacers. Now we ask you please rise and remove your hats to honor America and salute the men and women serving our country for the playing of the national anthem performed by a man that has traveled all around the NBA playing his talking sax, Eugene Peebles. Let's hear it one more time for Eugene Peebles. Okay, face-to-face, let's meet tonight's opponent, which is the Atlanta Hawks. Now let's meet the starters for the Hawks. A 6'9" from France, wearing number 10, Zachary Ricochet. A 6'9" from Duke, wearing number 1, Jalen Johnson. A 7'3" center from Latvia, number 8, Christoph Porzingis. A 6'7" guard from Australia, number 5, Dyson Daniels. And a 6'5" guard from Virginia Tech, number 7, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The head coach for Atlanta is Quinn Snyder, the Atlanta Hawks.
Now, fans, let's meet your
Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by your local Ford dealer, by the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. And by Rooms to Go. Hurry in to get big savings and endless sofa possibilities. On this Halloween night, Onyeka Okongwu looking strong as he made his way in the Gainbridge Fieldhouse for the Hawks and the Pacers. He's been one of the hottest big men in the league off the bench, and he chatted it up with Brian Oliver.
First game of the NBA Cup. Last year you guys had a lot of success, made it to the quarterfinals. What's the vibe and the thought as you start game one tonight?
We just got to play like a playoff game. We know it's at stake, and we can't let any, games go without us, giving our best out there. We want to go back to Vegas.
So you started this season nearly averaging a double-double. Curious, what has been your mindset coming into the season as you've been able to carry that over?
Finally healthy, better shape. Mentality is different, and I'm more confident than ever.
You guys are playing without Trey tonight. I'm just curious for you and what you do. What is your mindset as you go into this game to try to fill in the void and fill his gap?
I'm always going to go in with the same mentality, but we're iced out tonight. We got some dudes got to pick up the load and do what it takes to get the dub tonight.
Appreciate y'all.
No doubt, man. Appreciate y'all.
And when he gets on the floor, he'll be bidding for a 4th consecutive double-double. In Brooklyn, 12 points and a season-high 14 rebounds. We begin the quest for the cup when we come back after this.
wearing number 23, and a 6'8" forward from Cameroon, wearing number 43, Pascal Siakam. And the head coach for your Pacers is Rick Carlisle, your Indiana Pacers.
I gotta do. Make some noise. I can't hear you. Get loud. Turn up. Let's go. Let's get this gym rocking. Yes, sir.
The Emirates NBA Cup begins tonight for the Hawks in Indiana as they take on the Pacers. For the first time this season, it's game number 3 in 4 on this road trip. And a very important night for the Hawks as they try to come together now and try to do this without their offensive engine in Trae Young. And Trae, we know you're watching tonight, buddy. We're thinking about you. Heal quickly. And for the Hawks, the one advantage of having a guy like Kristaps Porzingis on the team this year is that at 7'2", Nick, you can run your offense through the big fella.
Yes, you know, because it's a couple of places where he posts up at the free throw line and above, and also around that mid post. And no one is going to challenge his shots because of his ability to shoot that ball so high with his head, and he has a really nice touch.
Isaiah Jackson jumps at center for Indiana. And the Hawks in white control the opening tip, but Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who played a lot of points in Minnesota before coming to the Hawks in a sign and trade, takes over that duty tonight to get things started. Here's Porzingis. Jalen Johnson to the bucket and scores.
Oh, man, that's just a really, really nice play there. Jalen Johnson, he gets downhill. He's a problem.
At the point for Indiana, Quentin Jackson. Of course, you know Halliburton is out, so is T.J. McConnell. Ben Shepherd's been playing some at the point. Here's a block shot and a takeaway for Atlanta. Porzingis. Alexander Walker gets inside, taken away. The teams miss opportunities. Back inside for Jackson. Outside to Jarace Walker, the third-year man out of the University of Houston, firing and hitting a three.
I'll tell you what, he shot that with a lot of confidence.
He's been taking 7 a game, Neek, and shooting just 29% from 3. Daniels to the glass and scores. So the Hawks are having some success taking it to the rim.
One thing you're going to get with this Indiana Pacers team, if you push the ball to the floor, you're going to get open shots. You know, they're not the best defensive team, and now you lose Miles, and so that hurts them.
Pascal Siakam with the lay-in to make it 5-4 Indiana. Miles Turner leaving as a free agent to go to Milwaukee, a division foe. Here's Jackson. Siakam
way off. Oh,
banks
my God.
it in.
I mean, really?
And that seemingly is what he does against the Hawks.
A bank shot?
Alexander Walker. And the rebound belongs to the Pacers' Isaiah Jackson. Siakam gets bumped by Ricochet and will shoot 2. Our Toyota starting lineups tonight for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. The new look with Nickeil at the point, with Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, Zachary Ricochet, and Kristaps Porzingis. And Indiana shaking up the lineup tonight to start Quentin Jackson at the point, Aaron Nesmith at small forward, Siakam at the power forward, Jarace Walker the 2 guard, and Isaiah Jackson in that lineup as the big man.
You know something here, Bob. You don't want Siakam, get going early here. He's a guy, if he gets going, he's hard to slow down.
In his career, as you see Rick Carlisle on the Indiana bench, the veteran mentor, Siakam is averaging 21 points a game against Atlanta. He's got 7 early.
Well, we've seen Siakam have some huge nights.
Porzingis down the lane to Jalen Johnson for the lay-in. That's what we're talking about, Nick, playing through Porzingis.
Yeah, because he's a very good passer at the center position. Jalen Johnson's willingness to move without the ball. There's another 3 here by Indiana.
And that's Aaron Nesmith making it 13-6. Daniels spins middle, up over Siakam. Porzingis a rebound, and he's tied up by Jackson. Let's take a look at our 4 keys to the game.
Well, it's going to be a good matchup here with Dyson going against Siakam. 2 guys that's, really tough. One on the offensive end, one on the defensive end, being Siakam on that offensive end. And I think we win that matchup, you're in good shape. And I think moving the ball around, getting assists, going to be huge tonight. And I think one of the biggest keys we didn't put on there is that guys coming in the game going to have to be very effective. The bench is going to have to be big.
Everybody needs to contribute. with Trey on the injured list here for the next few weeks. Still waiting for an official release on the injury. Down the lane goes Neesmith, and he draws another foul. This one on Jalen will be his first. And more free throws coming up here for Indiana and Aaron Neesmith. Well, what a playoff run he had last spring. Wasn't he unconscious?
He was unconscious. Played so well. And here's a guy coming into the season with a lot of confidence. Yeah, they've struggled so far. It's putting wins together so far. But, you know, once they start to get people back, they're going to be a lot better.
And there's a look at all the guys out. There's T.J. McConnell. And, of course, Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese is like he could preach Sunday school.
Obi Toppin, they announced today that he's going to have to get a screw put in his foot to promote healing on a fifth metatarsal. So he's going to be out until at least February. So the injury woes continue here for the Pacers.
And it's amazing. Early in the season, so many guys are hurt.
And that's just 3 of the guys. They've got a grand total of 8 on the injured list. Shot is short. Neesmith the rebound. (15-6) Indiana. Jarris Walker banging with Jalen, goes to the baseline, fade, and rattles it in.
That was great defense, just better offense on that play. He had to shoot that to the rafters to get that to fall.
17-6 Indiana. Daniels playing it back, Jalen. Holding. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Risacher. Rebound Indiana's Siakam.
Hawks offense is coming a little bit tough here. Gonna have to move the ball a little better.
Tyson Daniels harassing Siakam. Here is Walker firing and missing. And the rebound secured by Alexander Walker. Hey, it would be, wasn't that ball kicked? Yes, it was. Quinn Snyder trying to put the pieces together on the fly here with Trey going out of the game late in that first quarter in Brooklyn 2 nights ago. But it only stands to reason, Nick, that it's going to take time. I mean, you've got a guy that's averaging over 20 points a game, led the league in assists last year, and you don't have him for 48 minutes. It's going to make a huge impact.
Yes, it is. You know, and again, you got to rely on somebody else to get things done. And Siakam steady on the attack here. And I think that's going to be Porzingis.
It's Risacher.
That's his second foul, I believe, right?
That is his second. So to the foul line goes Mr. Siakam, who was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP last year.
And he has to pick up the offensive end because you got so many key guys out. So he's going to look, like you said, shoot 20 to 25 times a night.
And he's getting to the foul line a ton. 9.5 free throws a game. And now the Hawks are going to take a timeout at 7:08 of the opening period.
All right, Pacer fans, we got to get some more energy going in the field house right now. With that being said, we are looking for the loudest kids. Yes, the loudest kids in the field house. You guys got to make some noise one time. If you want a teddy bear, all courtesy of Peyton Manning Children's Hospital at Ascension St. Vincent, make some noise. Put your hands high in the sky if you want one. Let's go!
Pacer fans, tonight you gotta stop by the team store so you can grab tonight's game night special. That's right, grab tonight's game night special at the team store. Just for y'all, like $45 waiting on you. It's a great fleece with a great this. You need this, so make it happen now. Matter of fact, would anybody like this shirt? Would anybody like this hoodie? Who wants the hoodie?
Hey everybody, Matt Weiner in Indianapolis, where for the second straight game, the Hawks find themselves down by a dozen here in the first quarter. It's time for Know Your Foe, and you may think you know the Eastern Conference champions, but the team on the floor tonight bears little resemblance to the one that took Oklahoma City to 7 games. Of course, in that Game 7, Tyrese Halliburton blew out his Achilles and is expected to miss the rest of the season. Then Miles Turner left Milwaukee, or for Milwaukee, I should say, via free agency. Those absences, combined with all the injuries Bob documented, mean the Pacers don't have 5 of their top 7 scorers from last season on the floor tonight. Indy is the first conference champ to start the following season 0-4 since the Cavaliers the year after LeBron's second departure. But they're also still the Pacers. Lots of quick passes, lots of movement, just not as efficient as they're used to. Assistant coach Ryan Schmidt told me Pascal Siakam is more of an offensive hub than usual, but Indy will still keep pushing the way they always have under Rick Carlisle, saying, quote, it's admirable. They've stuck to their style of play.
And they still, Matt, lead the league in fast break points despite all the injuries that you just documented. This one's out of bounds off the hands of Alexander Walker.
Well, the Hawks can't seem to get anything right in the early going here. See, Siakam is taking a breather.
Ben Shepherd has come into the game, and Quinn Snyder pointing to his defenders to make sure that Ben's covered in the corner. Also in, Ray J. Dennis, the second-year man from Baylor. He's checked into the contest. And this is Jay Huff over from Memphis. A lot of new faces getting playing time here in Indy. Rebound belongs to Okongwu.
There's not a whole lot of movement on offensively here by Indiana.
Alexander Walker gets dropped on his way to the goal. It's going to be on Jay Huff. Jay, the 7'1" former Virginia Cavalier, was a teammate of Luke Kennard's last year with the Memphis Grizzlies. Cale Alexander Walker is headed to that foul line where he's been an 86% shooter so far.
And he's really going to have a big offensive night. The Hawks going to win this game as well.
He's been very consistent as a Hawk. He's been in double figures in all 5 games, and he's made a 3 in all 5 games. 6.5 to go in the first. 18-8 Indiana. Naismith, and a foul going by Jalen Johnson.
Now that's 2 on Jalen.
So Ricochet and JJ stuck with 2 first quarter fouls. That's not going to make it any easier.
No, but Quinn is going to go with him.
Naismith has 5 points. Nick was talking about his great play in the playoffs last year. Naismith had 8 threes in that game 1 against New York. An NBA playoff record, 6 threes in 1 quarter.
Oh, he was unconscious, man. He was a big reason why they was able to get to the finals.
And despite Halliburton's injury, Indiana was ahead at halftime of Game 7 on the road.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of took the air out of that team when Halliburton went down.
Second shot pops out, rebound to Jalen. It was a fantastic playoff run. And I think the best thing for all basketball fans in the NBA, for all 30 teams, you had 2 small markets with the ability to put championship teams together and win a title. That can never happen in some of these others, like baseball. That would never happen.
No, that was outstanding to see that.
Jalen Johnson's got 3 buckets for 6.
You see the ball, it's like a motion offense that Indiana is running.
Slapped down by Jalen Johnson, but Walker throws this one away. Good arms and hands by Jalen.
Well, he
Flips
got
into the
in
corner.
panic mode.
Alexander Walker for three.
Well, he got in panic mode, had nowhere to go. Good defense by Jalen Johnson.
Hawks cut it back to 7. And the floater by Dennis, no good. Alexander Walker the other way. Jalen Johnson post up for a Okongwu, and he's tied up by Walker.
There's no real playmaker on the floor for the Indiana Pacers. You know, you got Siakam that's gone now. You know, you don't have that guy who can create from the top. So they rely on the motion offense to try to get somebody open.
Siakam coming back into the game right now, to your point, Neek, and Keaton Wallace is going to check in for Atlanta. First shot here for Onyeka. Keaton Wallace, who stepped into the starting lineup 5 times last year for Trae Young.
And did he ever do well?
Didn't he? And the Hawks won 4 of the 5 games. In fact, he stepped in the first time in a cup game, and it was in Boston.
He was huge.
And that turned out to be the tie-breaking game in the Hawks group last year that enabled them to go to the quarterfinals and ultimately the semifinals. Okongwu misses 2 free throws. I've seen him do that twice now in 6 games. Very unusual for Onyeka, an outstanding foul shooter. Siakam out of the double team. Shepherd kicks it up top to Nesmith.
That's good defense by the Hawks.
Near steal by Shepherd, then a foul as Keaton started coming up the floor.
Where Shepherd had the initial steal but couldn't hold on to it.
4 team fouls on Indiana. .506 in the first. Quinn Snyder's teams wins this season. 2 of them have come on the road. Victory in Brooklyn 2 nights ago, despite the loss of Trae. Luke Kennard played great Wednesday night. On the outside 3, and there's Keaton Wallace making an immediate impact.
Hey, we talked about having an impact, and the next guy stepping up. Big time shot there.
Knocked out of bounds. 15 on the shot clock. Hawks' second 3-pointer of the night. Rick Carlisle, the veteran head coach. 3rd visit to the NBA Finals as a player and coach last year with these Pacers. Jay Huff knocks down the 3. We'll see if the basket counts or where the foul came from. Yeah, it's going to count. And Quinn's coming up to midcourt. They're going to check this. They want to make sure that the ball was released.
I don't think
before
it was.
the foul was committed.
I thought the ball was still in his hands.
The foul's going to be on Mo Gay. That will be his first, and the officials are going to check the replay. There's the release of the ball, but the foul was underneath on Mo Gay. And it's the chicken and the egg, Nate. Which came first?
Let me think about that one. Chicken or the egg? Okay. All right. You never cease to amaze me. You come up with these new ones here, man.
I got to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, make me think.
Tyler Ford with the announcement.
The illegal contact off ball takes place before Huff is in his upward shooting motion. Therefore, the basket will be disallowed. Siakam will shoot the penalty.
That's what we thought.
So back to the line goes Siakam for free throw attempts 5 and 6. And we've still got 4:36 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, and you got Jalen with 2 and Reese with 2. So hopefully the Hawks can survive this quarter without him.
While we have a moment, let's pause for a word from our partners at John Foy & Associates.
In or out of the courtroom, our team of tough trial attorneys have won over $1 billion for injured people just like you.
9 first quarter points for Pascal. Pacers by 5. Luke Kennard, Dyson Daniels, Keaton Wallace, Mo Gay, and Onyeka on the floor right now for the Atlanta Hawks.
And Pascal has missed 2 free throws so far in this first quarter.
Keaton. Ray J. Dennis defending. Kennard drills a 3.
Well, that happened because Keating penetrating opened up that opportunity.
And the Pacers are going to take a timeout here with 4:15 to play in the first quarter. Luke Kennard, who had 4 3-pointers in Brooklyn in 5 attempts, picks up right where he left off. Great feed on the wing and drills the 3 over Ben Shepherd. Hawks within 2.
Performance for you guys tonight. They're the best dance team in the NBA. Please put your hands together for the Indiana Pacemates, presented by Smile and Style Dental. Fans, let's hear it one more time for your Indiana Pacemates. All right, Pacer fans, now we're going to send it upstairs to the high-octane drumline, fueled by Lucas Oil.
To the Rooms to Go Lounge. I'm Madison Hawk. Since it's Halloween night, let's take a look back on some scary good performances by none other than the Hawks star point guard Trae Young. The last time he faced the Pacers, Ice Trae did what Ice Trae does, dropping a cool 36 points in a close win at State Farm Arena. What a game that was. That'll do it for the Rooms to Go Lounge. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The score is now 21.
Thank you, Madison. Quinn Snyder and the Hawks have gotten this thing down to 3. Indiana basketball. And some pressure on the inbounds play. And here comes Indiana's Ray J. Dennis, second-year man.
And I see Indiana has brought up McClung.
Yes, Mac McClung has come into the game. They just signed him a couple of days ago, made his debut in Dallas. Good to see him in the NBA. He's fought so hard to get here. Siakam fouled on the turnaround, and back to the line he goes. And Mo Gay picks up a second foul.
Well, you know, Siakam just finds a way offensively. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to get his shot off. And if you don't double him to get it out of his hands, you know, he is always a major threat.
And there is Mac McClung, who has won the dunk contest 3 years in a row.
I tell you, some of these guys should be embarrassed. If a guy come and beat you guys 3 times, it ain't happening.
But I know you enjoyed meeting him at All-Star.
He's a wonderful kid. Wonderful kid. And I got to tell you, he put on a show. He really did. And Siakam, I tell you, he's leaving some points at the line.
Neek won 4 dunk contests, got credit for 2.
Right, exactly.
And McClung fouling Luke Kennard.
I would like to have the check, you know, that Michael said I won that one. And but I never received any money.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail. Last 30-some years, it's been in the mail.
Luke Kennard, 88% at the line, nails the first, his 4th point. 22-19. Once again, the Hawks have 2 bigs on the floor with Okongwu and Gay, Dyson, Kennard, and Keaton Wallace. The Pacers have 11 players eligible for tonight's game. 22-20. Mac McClung comes off the screen, and his pass intercepted by Dyson Daniels. Wallace on the lob to Mo Gay, and the Hawks caught to the 22.
Tied his game up. After being down as much as 12, all even.
Still a big advantage for the Hawks to get that ball and run. Dennis, high glass, no. And Mo Gay developing into a fine defensive rebounder. Gets another. Daniels plays it back to Kennard over the top. Okongwu for 3.
Oh, that was in and out. Looked good going up.
Siakam, side clears out for him. McClung for 3. Jay Huff keeps it alive. Second chance opportunity here for Siakam. Tied at 22. Kennard. It's going to be up Pacers.
Oh.
Trying to get back. So after trailing by 12 early, the Hawks have come back to take a 2-point lead.
Look at this finger roll here by Dyson. More of a floater. But we'll take it.
Under 2 to play in this opening quarter on Halloween. NBA Cup game from Indianapolis. McClung. He drills at 3. Took him a couple of shots to get warmed up.
Well, you know what? Shoot till you get it right.
Daniels fouled this time. The Hawks continue, Nick, to attack that rim.
Well, they don't have the personnel to really stop the Hawks from advancing to the basket. They have to rely on help from their teammates, and the Hawks has got to continue to make a steady diet of that.
2 free throws for Dyson Daniels. Basketball fans, FanDuel Picks is now available in your state, and right now, new customers can play $5 and get $60 in bonus credits, win or lose. Join FanDuel Picks today, the easiest way to play. Second shot. And Dyson Daniels looking good shooting the ball tonight in this first quarter. He's got 6. The Hawks lead it by 1. 1:20 left, opening period. Mo Gay playing with 2 fouls. Gets the handoff. Siakam, he fires and hits.
Siakam is just a seasoned scorer and player.
He's perfect from the field. He's missed 3 free throws. Onyeka topside 3.
You know what the thing is? The Hawks can get anything they want offensively when they're moving the ball like this.
Ben Shepherd from the corner. The Atlanta native missing. Huff tips it out. Siakam for 3. Huff the offensive rebound. Siakam going up high. And that's blocked by Onyeka.
Onyeka went up to deny him. Was not going to give him anything easy.
Keaton Wallace. Onyeka corner 3 this time. Good again.
Whoa.
You know what we like to say, feed him and fan him.
Feed him and fan him.
32-27. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Dennis gets around Wallace, left it short. Jay Huff at the buzzer, and a foul is called, I believe, on Onyeka, but did time expire first? So Tyler Ford's going to come over and check that. So the first quarter ends with a video review. The period was running down, and here is Huff going back up. There's the foul. But they're going to take a look, see if we can, and we can't quite see the, we know the lights did not appear. Yeah, that happened before the expiration of time. So it will stand. Okongwu with the foul. Here's, see it better here. Yeah, the foul came with about 0.2 of a second. So Onyeka's going to be charged with this first, and Jay Huff will be going to the foul line here for Indiana. This is technically in the first period. Jay Huff has bounced around. He's stuck in this league 5 years. Started with the Lakers, then Washington, Denver, Memphis last season. Played in 64 games last year and hit 40% of his threes, and then came to Indiana in a trade.
You know, if you can drive and kick and get him where he can get his feet set, he can make that shot.
Point three has been placed back on the clock. And Jay Huff will get 2 free throws. Referee Nate Green, number 41. First point of the evening for Jay Huff. He's playing about 15 minutes a game this season for the Pacers, and he's ranked 15th in the league in block shots. Big 7'1" man from Durham, North Carolina, with a second shot. He's got them both. Hawks will not take a shot at the end of the period, and that is 1 quarter. So the Hawks get some good shooting from Onyeka Okongwu to take the lead late and enjoy a 3-point advantage here in Indy. At the end of 1 on FanDuel Sports Network, it's the Hawks 32 and the Pacers 29.
Put 45 seconds up on the clock and see which hot dog can hit the most free throws in 45 seconds. So with that being said, they're ready. All right, get set, shoot! 45 seconds. Oh, Eli with the bank in there. I like that. It is 1, 2. Can't see down there. Uh-oh, I think Charlie might be in the lead right now. Charlie's at 3. Eli's at 2. 25 seconds remain. 3 to 2. 3 to 3. Here we go. 20 seconds. This is when it gets good. Who can knock it down? 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Eli with the victory down here. We got, hold on. It says 4-4. Looks like we have a tie. All right. South End got its first, is what I've been told in my ear. Eli, you walk away the winner. Congratulations to you, buddy.
The be in the basic game for your seek to foster a safe and comfortable and enjoyable sports and entertainment experience. Please be advised that fans who fail to comply with the health and safety protocol and fans getting given protection and yours. Please report any such people failing to comply with the health and safety measures and instruction. Security, on-guest service staff.
Atlanta 32, Indiana 29 as we start the second quarter with our racetrack fueling up feature. And here it is. These guys can put the points on the board, that's for sure. Over these last couple of seasons, some incredible high-scoring games. It was one game at State Farm Arena. These two teams combined for over 300 points.
That's crazy. Nuts. That's nuts.
Indiana ball and Mac McClung going in on Dyson Daniels.
When you look at the offense, there's a bunch of dribbling around the perimeter and hope something opens up, and that's the best shot you can get. That's not good offense.
Daniels. Onyeka.
Heat check there for Onyeka. He had made 2 in a row.
Daniels reaching in. Commits his first.
His first. Team's first in the quarter.
Mac McClung drives it, gets bumped by Wallace. Doesn't matter. Mac McClung with 5 off the Pacer bench.
That was a heck of a shot.
Onyeka goes high-low, and Porzingis is held by Isaiah Jackson. Second foul on the former Kentucky Wildcat. Here comes Kristaps. Getting back into the ball game here for Indiana. Quentin Jackson returns at the point for Ray J. Dennis. Side out of bounds for Atlanta. Wallace. A driving Dyson Daniels scores.
Dyson is going hard.
This is the best he's looked this season.
Yes,
offensively.
You know, very consistent. He's getting anywhere. He's always been able to get where he wants to go, but now he's knocking down shots.
Siakam. Man, is he a tough cover?
Yeah, he's a hard to guard one-on-one. You got to get the ball out of his hands.
Keaton Wallace, nice drive. Better recovery there by Quentin Jackson to knock it out of bounds.
What a nice finish at the rim there for Wallace. Just came up a little short, but you can see the Hawks' energy is picking up and they're playing fast.
Keaton to Dyson Daniels. Oh, left that one short. McClung going in on Rusachet. Siakam down the lane to Jackson. And Quentin Jackson's got his first 2 of the game. Point guard out of Texas A&M, now in his 4th season. Inside, Onyeka goes up, gets the whistle.
Well, you know, one thing that Matthew McClung is going to understand and realize that if you're going to foul a guy at the rim, you got to make sure he don't get the shot off. And this is just a good pass here by Wallace, and there's McClung. A lot of grabbing there. You got to tie a big guy like that up. Don't let him get the shot up.
Onyeka making an impact early in this one. 8 points and 2 rebounds, couple of threes. Rattles home this free throw after missing his first 2 for point number 9. And the Hawks lead at 37-35. Jackson finds an open Ben Shepherd. And Porzingis the rebound.
Well, Shepherd hadn't been able to connect on any of his shots so far tonight.
Jalen Johnson. Or McClung, little mouse in the house. Jalen goes to the corner. Leaves it short, gets his own miss. Gets bumped. KP had it stripped.
Matthew McClung slowed down there. You got to keep going there if you got a fast break.
McClung leaves the 3-pointer short.
And, you know, you don't get a good shot.
To the corner, and Jalen takes the 3-pointer, or the 2-foot on the line. And Jackson has it. When Off the hands of Isaiah Jackson out of bounds. Hawks tap it away, 16 on the shot clock. Jarris Walker coming back along with Aaron Nesmith for Indiana. There's Walker, solid 6'7", 235. Entry pass to the corner. Dyson Daniels trying to snap it away and does. A steal for Dyson Daniels. That pushes his streak to 58 straight games. Porzingis gathers and puts it in. No whistle. First bucket tonight for KP. 39-35. And a foul on Onyeka. Kind of a drive-by foul on Quentin Jackson.
And for Onyeka, that's 2 fouls on him.
Quentin Jackson at the line shooting 2 shots.
Well, the Hawks are a very tall team with Onyeka on the floor with Porzingis and Johnson. It's a big front line.
Quentin Jackson, LA product. His 3rd point. Nickeil Alexander-Walker coming in. Started tonight at 5 early. Also had 3 blocks in the victory over the Brooklyn Nets on Wednesday night. He can do it at both ends. Second shot coming for Jackson. His 3rd year with the Pacers, broke in with Washington. He's got 4.
Yep.
39-37.
Well, you got to give the Hawks a lot of credit, being down 12 when able to get the lead, you know, going into the second quarter. So it's good work.
17 Indiana free throws already. Porzingis. Jarris Walker carries it all the way up.
Oh my God.
That was a little underarm upshoot there by Jarris Walker. Dyson Daniels off the glass.
Now that's how you go to the basket and finish, using the glass.
And the Pacers come right back. And they do it with Ben Sheppard going coast to coast. 41-39. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout here for Atlanta. A timeout with 8:08 to go in the half.
All right, Pacer fans, this next one's going to be a good one. We're about to get into our KeyBank deal or no deal. We have one contestant down here with us tonight. Her name is Jessica. Make some noise for her. She's going to have the opportunity to win $750 all courtesy of KeyBank. We also have Juan Gonzalez, president of KeyBank in Central Indiana. Jessica, the first step, I want you to make a selection out there. We're going to bring one case over. Which one do you think has the $750 in it tonight? Pacers fans, help her out. The key symbol? Okay, we're gonna bring it over. I'm feeling good about this. It's Halloween, we're having fun here with the Pacers. All right, so now we're gonna eliminate 2 cases. We're gonna do it one at a time. Which one do you wanna get rid of? Again, Pacers fans, help her out. The K, the E, or the Y? Let's go for the E. She's saying the E. All right, let's open it up. $250, all right, plenty of money out there. We got to get rid of another one. Again, $750 on the line. Pacers fans, the K or the Y? Which one are we getting rid of, Jessica? Y. She's saying the Y with confidence. Let's open it up. $750. Ooh, still a lot of money. There's $100 and there's also $500 out there. I'm going to lead into our banker here and get an offer tonight. All right, so the offer is $250. Do you want to take the $250 or do you want to keep what's in your case tonight? $250 is a lot of money, but there's also $500 out there. Pacers fans, what should she do? Deal or no deal on the $250? She's saying no deal. How about $300? Deal or no deal on the $300, or do you want to keep what's in your case? Final offer. She's saying she wants to keep what's in her case. All right, let's open it up.
Dyson Daniels for this Atlanta Hawks team. Tonight, his offense a major factor in this first half.
Oh, no question about it. He's in attack mode. You look at all of his buckets. He's getting to the basket, little floater over the top, using the glass, just totally mixing his offense up, going coast to coast here. Nice little change up to get all the way to the rack, off the backboard and in.
And our Georgia Lottery hitting the jackpot tonight. Dyson Daniels has scored 10. Of course, he's getting steals left and right. Had 3 in Brooklyn 2 nights ago. He's now number 7 in the NBA. He's going to get a breather right here.
And we said he has to score more in this game tonight, and 10 points so far in the first half. Nice showing so far.
So that gives him a new season high in the first half as we check in with Matt.
Well, Bob, Dyson hasn't been happy with the way he's shooting the ball so far. In particular, he's had trouble finishing around the rim before tonight. He was shooting under 39% from within 3 foot of the basket. For perspective, that number was nearly 68% last season. These are very makeable shots. Those are his words. And he told me today the approach right now is to go even stronger to the rim, even more aggressively. So if nothing else, he'll draw fouls. The other good news is if you're a Hawks fan, there's no way those numbers stay that low. They're just going to go up.
Oh, there's no question about that.
Yeah, he really proved himself last year, guys. And we're just waiting to see Dyson settle into the season. Kind of a tough start. And I think everybody, such great anticipation for what Dyson did last year. And kind of want to pick up where he left off, but that's really not how this game works. You got to retool, regroup, get a new season going, and now we're seeing the Dyson Daniels.
And plus, off season, the guys got a lot of stuff going on. They're playing basketball abroad and all these different things. And so, you got to retool, like you say, Bob. And, Dyson is one of those guys, he plays with a lot of energy. And you see it in this game. He's been in attack mode since the first quarter.
1 for 2 for Jarace Walker to make it 41-40 Atlanta. Alexander Walker, good off the glass. How about his body control in the paint?
Well, you know what? He is a good finisher. A lot of people don't give him credit for that, but he knows how to get to the basket, finish with either hand. Another nice drive there.
Nesmith, whoa! Took it to the hole.
Well, nobody home there.
7 points for Aaron Nesmith. Alexander Walker. Jalen Johnson surveys. Kicked out of bounds by Quentin Jackson. 11 on the shot clock. Well, you watch this guy. He does so many things at both ends.
I love the way he guards, particularly on the wing, and not afraid to guard anyone.
Alexander Walker. Onyeka rolling with him. The shot rolls in. Soft touch.
Oh, man, just trying to pick it up offensively. 9 points.
Inside driving, Isaiah Jackson. Took him a second to collect. Isaiah back from a torn right Achilles that occurred 1 year ago tomorrow. Jalen Johnson.
Well, like I said, not very much defense from this Indiana team. Hawks have been getting to the basket all night long.
And Jackson draws yet another whistle on Atlanta. I think what's hurting the Hawks defensively right now, there's just not a lot of pressure at the point of attack. And Indiana gets going downhill, they are very hard to stop.
And what you got to do out front, you got to turn that guard or whoever's handling the ball, you got to turn them a couple of times. That way you force them to make a pass instead of having that beeline straight to the basket.
5 points for Quentin Jackson. Porzingis and Keaton Wallace check in. Porzingis taking Onyeka's spot. And Quentin Jackson continues to pile up the free throws for Indiana. They've gone to the line, Nick, 20 times already.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Their average is 30.
You got 60 minutes left for the half.
Oh, that rimmed out now. We got a loose ball foul in the lane. And a Pacer is down. They're going to call a foul on Porzingis. And being helped to his feet, Isaiah Jackson. And Porzingis pleading his case to Sean Corbin.
And watch the shot go up here. And really, you know, Porzingis fell on top of him. But I thought it was more contact before that. I think it was Walker who was that second guy.
Isaiah Jackson. The game November 1st at New Orleans last season. And Isaiah suffered that awful Achilles tendon injury. We have seen that so much over the last couple of years.
They've missed so many free throws here,
Thank
Bob.
goodness. They missed 7. It's kept the Hawks in front. Siakam comes back. We're going to get Dyson Daniels back in the game to guard him. One thing, when you got a defender like Dyson Daniels and you take him out of the game, you have to tell him, rest quickly, because you're going right back.
You got to go out there and pick up that best score again, because he has 14 right now, and you want to slow him down.
Isaiah Jackson out of Pontiac, Michigan. Grew up near the Silverdome. His third point. 47-46. Kennard whips the ball to the corner. Daniels drives it in. Dumps it over to Alexander Walker, who lays it home.
Like I said, you can get to the lane anytime you want against this Pacer team. They don't guard the perimeter very well.
One Jackson. Neesmith. Porzingis there to cover it up, force the pass. Jarris Walker with 5. And it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Both teams hustling and they scrapping down there around the basket. That's good work.
Stop and pop for Jackson. That pops out. Tipped. Neesmith lays it over to Jarris Walker. Neesmith. Siakam for 3. 17-point first half for Pascal. Alexander Walker misses. Pacers on the push. They've got numbers.
And you know, you had a layup there. You had a layup there, and you settled for a three-point attempt.
Walker. Dyson Daniels with the rebound. Toss ahead to Jalen Johnson for the jam.
That's how you go to the basket. I mean, I just don't understand. When you got a 3-on-1 fast break and you run straight to the three-point line, get a 2. You're starting to get a little momentum, and you take that shot.
Indiana timeout. Hawks go up 51-49 with 4:40 left in this second quarter. NBA Cup. Game number 1 in Group A in the East, and the Hawks are up a deuce.
Getting tropical. I love it, Jackie Moon. All right, so let's have a little fun. What we did one day in practice, we asked the guys a question. We're going to put the top 3 answers on the board and see if you can figure it out with the help of the fans. Are you ready?
Ready, let's do it.
All right, tonight's question was, what is the guy's favorite Halloween candy? Think about it. Got to get 3 right before you get 3 wrong. Favorite Halloween candy. All right, I'm hearing some answers over here. What you think?
Snickers.
He says Snickers. Is Snickers on the board? Survey says no. Okay. I'm hearing some other things.
All right, we got to go with Reese's.
Reese's? Reese's. Survey says. Okay.
Sour Patch.
He said Sour Patch Kids. Okay, Sour 1 strike left. He going back to his man. See what he got. What you got? Crowd, what you think? Candy corn. Candy corn. Candy corn, crowd. 3rd strike. Let's see what the guys pick. Coming in at number 3, M&M's. Number 2, Skittles. I appreciate you playing with us tonight, having fun with us. Happy Halloween.
Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by Georgia Drive Chevy. Visit your local Chevy dealer. By Racetrack. And by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety. Drive sober or get pulled over. Atlanta 51 and Indiana 49. We have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in our second quarter. Jalen Johnson just registered that dunk. More points in the paint. Our Georgia Natural Gas Greener Life impact play. How about this? In the team's first 5 games in a single season, Antoine Walker had more points in the paint than anybody. Our old buddy John Collins now with the Clippers, number 2, and there's Jalen at number 3. 4.5 to go in the second.
The Hawks have 26 points in the paint opposed to 12 by Indiana. It tells you the ability to get to the lane.
Walker, draw and kick. 3-pointer missed. Rebound for Tony Bradley, the big man making his first appearance of the game. Short clock here for Siakam. Dennis. Rebound and good for Jarace Walker. Ball hit the rim, avoiding the shot clock violation. Tied at 51. Luke Kennard gets into the paint. Tipped up and in. Nice job for Porzingis.
Working the offensive glass. Again, Hawks finding a way to put some points on the board.
Kristaps Porzingis played for Rick Carlisle a couple of years in Dallas. Said he really enjoyed playing for Rick. He said it wasn't my best basketball back then, but he really enjoyed playing for the future Hall of Fame coach. Here is Siakam. Pascal bumping, turning. Dyson Daniels got him a little off his rhythm, but Jalen couldn't hang on to the rebound.
Well, again, with Siakam, all you have to do is make him take tougher shots. You know he's going to get it off. You're not going to stop him from getting that shot off. Just make him take a tougher shot.
53-51 Atlanta. Nesmith. Jalen Johnson to the basket and scores.
There was nobody to slow him down on the advancement to the basket.
2 more points in the paint for Jalen. Siakam deflected and stolen. Dyson Daniels got that big paw up there. 55-51. 3rd steal for Dyson. Here is Alexander Walker missing. Ben Shepherd the rebound. Ben steps on the gas to the corner. Shot no good. Bradley back up and in. 6'10".
One of the few times that they get the rebound and go back up instead of kicking it out for a 3.
Porzingis drills a 3-pointer. Shooting 45% on the 3-ball as a Hawk this season. First one of the night. 58-53. Pacers haven't won a game. They're 0-4. The last Pacer team to start winless like this was 3.5 decades ago. Kick it back to Nesmith, wide open. Second 3 tonight for Nesmith. 58-56. Porzingis. And a foul on Bradley.
Well, if Bradley just goes straight up and down, you don't get that foul. And once you bring the arms down, you're going to get called for that.
Jarris Walker getting set to come back in the game. Tony Bradley in his 9th NBA season out of North Carolina. Former first-round pick of the Lakers. Porzingis ready for the first of two. As we pause for this word from Zaxby's.
Tacos at Zaxby's? You know it. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Second shot for Porzingis. Warmly received back in New York, where it all started for him with the Knicks. Playing in the Nets the other night. Big profile in the Athletic and the New York Times today on KP. 59-56 Atlanta. Siakam. Good pressure by Nickeil. And Dyson down to the floor to try to get it. The steal by Alexander Walker. Over to Jalen Johnson. Goes in on Nesmith. Can't finish. Kennard is there and flips it in.
Just good defense by the Hawks, man. That's everybody scrapping really hard to get the possession back.
61-56 Atlanta. Cross court, Nesmith saves. Over to Siakam. Shot on the wing by Walker is good. Jarris Walker drains his second three-pointer tonight. 11 points, 61-59. Daniels driving. Back to KP. Daniels can't tip it away from Siakam. Up the floor to Dennis. 35 seconds in the half. Dennis. Rebound Bradley. Siakam firing. Hawks want to play for one shot here. Kennard, sidestep three. Porzingis. Back down to Nickeil. 2 seconds, one. Alexander Walker with .6 lays it home.
That's just gritty, hard basketball here by these Hawks.
The throw is intercepted by Alexander Walker. This counts if it goes. A little too strong off the glass. And the half is history. Atlanta putting 63 points up on the board. And walking toward the locker room with a 4-point advantage, 63-59. Nickeil Alexander Walker finishing the half with 13 points. Did a whale of a job offensively and defensively in that first half. And another man who can do it at both ends of the floor is standing by with Matt.
All right, Bob, thank you very much. You guys found yourself down 12 again in the first quarter for the second straight game. What did you like about the response?
Yeah, we started slow. We weren't shifting for each other. We just weren't ready. And I think we fought back in, played hard, got out in transition. Still need to rebound the ball better, but we just fought.
Those guys have taken 23 free throws already. What do you have to do to keep them off the line?
We got to keep them in front. You know, they're getting to the rim and we're bailing them out. We're swiping out of this stuff. So we got to be disciplined, make them take tough twos, but we don't want to foul. We don't want to come down on them.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Dyson Daniels finishing his first half with 10 points and officially credited with 2 steals in that opening 2 quarters. We are at the intermission. We'll continue with our coverage of Hawks basketball on FanDuel Sports Network with our score: Atlanta 63 and Indiana 59.
Fans, your halftime entertainment is presented by Ascendant St. Vincent. Watch as she takes hand balancing to new heights. Pacer fans, from halftime headliners, give it up for the Bud Light Balance, Brooke Nelson.
No time for playing games. Money on my mind, I'm kicking ass and taking names. The heat is on, get it out the kitchen if you can't handle the flames. I'm hustling, I was born to win, ain't never gonna change. Let me tell you now, I don't know how, but the whole world gonna know my name. Just wait and see, they gonna talk about me. Things ain't never gonna be the same. Are you ready? Are you ready? Better make way 'cause I'm coming through. Are you ready? Are you ready? Better make way 'cause I'm coming through. Make way, make way, make way 'cause I'm coming through. Make way, make way, make way 'cause I'm coming. Believe me, ain't gonna be no standing in my way. I got the skills, pay the bills, stay busy earning my pay. Do what I do, keep pushing through every day, all day. Come say it to my face if you got something to say. Just wait and see. They gon' talk about me, and things will never be the same. I'm gonna be very legendary. And the whole world gonna know my name. Are you ready? Are you ready? Better make way 'cause I'm coming through. Are you ready? Are you ready? Better make way 'cause I'm coming through. Legendary.
Give it up one more time for Bobby Barron's Brooke Nelson.
Hey, Pacers fans, it's time for your weather impact forecast.
Guys, but this is how you enter the game, J.J. Redick. Emmett, I believe that's his name. Tell you what, if you're a Lego fan, you know who this is, but smooth. Even the hands, it just has the...
Danny Zuko, Greece. T-Bird, Philly. Happy Halloween, baby.
5:30 starts. Steph Curry has taken an unusual way to arrive at the ball game. Already in the Halloween spirit, a 3-game homestand, so the three-wheeler, the appropriate mode of transportation. But have no fear, the two-time MVP is in the building, having fun, and ready to roll tonight. On Halloween night, Jackie Moon looks a lot like Klay Thompson as the Pelicans are in town. Happy Halloween.
Is it just me, or are entrances in the NBA getting crazier? Thanks to Spencer Dinwiddie, the night before Halloween. It's the first of 4.
Blazers have opened up the season 2, and on their camp is loose. Evan Turner bought everybody costumes. There's the Beast. Yeah, you see Jason, you see the Beast. Who's next? Steve Austin. It's wrestling night in Portland. Chairs will fly. Card tables will be crushed as the Blazers take on the Washington Wizards tonight in an epic battle.
Just a bunch of grown kids. Why not? In the Halloween spirit, the Lakers, that is Brandon Ingram. Boo. Guess who? JaVale McGee coming in, strolling in as the Grinch. And who's Jason? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the King, LeBron James.
A little bit. Check out the arrival shots here. That is Montrezl Harrell. Ooh, he's scary on and off the court. This, Ivica Zubac walking in. You can tell by the walk, right? And then I love this one, Lou Williams. He is a stone-cold killer. And I thought that was my favorite until this one. Professor Klump from the Nutty Professor. That is Patrick Patterson, you guys. Look at the body language. He nailed it, didn't he? Brian?
And just one quick follow-up. Did you find yourself channeling your inner Hulk tonight?
Yeah, at times. I'm doing this for my kids, man. You know, so we leave tomorrow, we go to Toronto, play in the NBA, play a lot of games, we're busy. Just got to do this for my kids.
Thursday's top plays. Number 5, Thunder hosting the Wizards. Cason Wallace on the drive, lob it up, and it's Isaiah Hartenstein for the jam. OKC went on to win, now 6-0. Number 4, Hornets hosting the Magic. And Moussa Diabate meets Goga Bitadze at the rim for an emphatic denial. Orlando, though, would win. Back to Loud City, where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander speaks softly but lets his game do the talking. And his duffel bag here, 2 of his game-leading 31. Back to the Hive. Wendell Carter Jr. give and go with Des Bane. And it's a welcome to the league moment for Ryan Kalkbrenner. And number 1, Wemby and the Spurs took the game, but Bam Adebayo had his moments. Like this. Rack attack. Fearless against the alien.
Hey everyone, Blake Griffin here, and it's time for us to have a little talk, a little tournament talk, a little cup talk. You get where I'm headed with this.
Welcome to the Emirates NBA Cup.
It's the 3rd year of this tournament, but this is the first year the games will be streaming on Amazon Prime.
We here.
So this tourney is about to get bigger, better, and primier. Not sure if that's a word. Let's go through a refresher course on how all this works, shall we? First phase, group play round. All 30 teams put into 6 groups, 5 teams per group. Each team plays each other once to find out who can get the most wins and advance out of their group.
Let's go.
Those winners, plus 2 wildcard winners from each conference, move on. That means 30 teams get sliced to 8.
Do not tell me that cup does not mean
something to these players.
It's just a different energy when you walk into the building and you see those courts.
The next phase?
We ain't on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the knockout rounds.
High intense games. Happy to be a part of that. That was fun.
Prime will be the place to catch these battle royales. 8 remaining teams going head-to-head in single elimination games. That's a fancy way of saying win and you stay in, but lose and you go bye-bye. The next phase of this tournament? The semifinals. The location? Vegas, baby.
I'm ready to go right now. Let's go to Vegas.
That's right, kids. 4 teams battle it out under the bright lights of Sin City. It's high stakes, high drama. For the 2 teams who win their games, it's Hi Emirates NBA Cup Championship. Nice to meet you. The Emirates NBA Cup Championship features the last 2 teams standing and offers a chance for one to hoist the cup and be named the Emirates NBA Cup champion.
Man, I'm so proud of this group.
The tournament tips on October 31st on Prime. The journey ends with the tournament's championship game on December 16th, so stay locked in to the NBA on Prime.
Incredible action.
They all want the Emirates NBA Cup.
I'm going to get that.
Teams, 6 groups, nowhere to hide.
It's on.
Oh, that's ours. The chase is on. Will advance. The rest will be left behind.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. The Hawks on top 63-59, and tonight's game is presented by Racetrack. Getting ready to go with the third quarter. Let's get the coach's take from Sanjay Lumpkin standing by with Brian.
Sanjay, you guys started out behind, down by 12. What did you see to allow you to get back in the game, and what do you have to continue to keep this lead?
Offensively, we settled in. We were able to get some stops, and the biggest thing just offensively for us is having space. They're sending everyone to the glass. We have to do a better job of rebounding, but for the same token, we can get out and run, keep our eyes out in the paint, and you saw that when it happens when we get in the paint, we got great looks.
You talked about the offensive rebounds. The Pacers already with 12 offensive rebounds. What is it that you feel like you have to do to be able to limit them on their offensive putbacks?
Yeah, it takes everybody. We can't just look at a shot. We got to hit a man. We got to, have a perimeter. Everyone has to turn and get a hit. And, that's what it's going to come down to. We've had some great possessions defensively, and we got to end it with a kill. And then, as I said, we can get out and run, and that's the biggest way we can, impact the second half.
Sanjay, thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you, Brian.
I tell you, Bob, I really like the way the Hawks have played since that first quarter. They started to get out and run a little bit more, and that was the difference. They was pushing the ball, getting some easy opportunities. You look at the points in the paint, that really explains how the Hawks played in that first half. 34 points in the paint, excellent.
One major thing to clear up, defend without fouling. 23 free throw attempts for Indiana.
That's a lot.
First half.
The Hawks cleaned that up. They would have a really big lead.
Kristaps Porzingis trying to use the glass. Pacers on the push. Same starters that began the game for the 2 teams out there. Deflected by Daniels. Tap to the corner, and Siakam. Rebound to Jalen. Johnson to the wing. Nikhil. Risachet did not score in that first half. Limited with 3 personal fouls. Left-hand spinner tipped in by Porzingis. 10 points for KP. And the Hawks build their biggest lead tonight at 6. Risachet goes down. Wing 3 for Neesmith.
Well, yeah, they are living and dying by the 3, Indiana. And the Hawks are out running.
Risachet, deep post for KP. Hooks it home. Timeout, Indiana. Rick Carlisle does not like what he sees. His ball club has fallen down by 8 as the Hawks get 2 big buckets from Kristaps Porzingis.
Pacers fans, they are ready. ready to put on a show at half court for you. Make some noise for the Pacers Hype Crew. They showed you who's not afraid of no ghosts. Make some noise one more time for the Hype Crew.
Who's gonna go all out for Halloween? Probably Tyrese. Tyrese Halliburton definitely will go all out. I'd probably say J Huff.
Pascal's probably gonna go all out for Halloween. I've been going all out the last couple of years.
Nick, I know for sure that guy in the left is Frank. I know that's his first name.
How did you guess?
I don't know about the guy on the right. 67-59 Atlanta. 10:39 to go in the third. Early timeout for the Pacers. Big story, of course, as we check our strong arm presented by John Foy & Associates, is the fact the Hawks are going to have to play these next few weeks without Trae Young. And these are the numbers over the past couple of years with and without him. But you talk about numbers that are deceiving. This is a guy who loves to play, who would go, I think, 48 minutes a night if they'd let him. And his presence will be felt when he gets back, because he is such a huge part, out with a right knee sprain, and still waiting official confirmation on the final diagnosis. Nesmith.
All right, that's right out of the gate. You come and take another three. But that's their offense.
Jalen Johnson hangs, but can't hit. Nesmith the other way for Indiana. Bump and run with Alexander Walker. Three ball missed by Siakam. Indiana now 7 of 27 on threes, and Ricochet runs the floor to jam it.
Well, again, the threes that you're taking and missing, the Hawks are able to get out in the fast break and make things happen.
First double-digit lead tonight for the Hawks. Post up for Siakam against Daniels. Turning, missing. Jalen Johnson takes the rebound away from Isaiah Jackson. Porzingis. Alexander Walker. Pascal to Jackson. Quentin Jackson. Ricochet coming to double. Siakam. Shot clock's at 3, and a late whistle on Alexander Walker for the regen.
I tell you, Bob, you know, you can't play better perimeter defense than the Hawks just displayed. I mean, look at the run out here, and there's Jalen Johnson with the two-hand bounce pass between two yellow shirts, and an easy dunk for Ricochet for his first basket. But the defense on the perimeter, Bob, is outstanding.
Rick Carlisle is going to make 2 changes as Dennis and Shepard come back in. Hawks by 10. Walker's runner, rebounded by Daniels, but poked away. KP picks it up. Dyson. Nikhil to the corner. Jumper, Ricochet, good. Zachary Ricochet.
The Hawks are pouring it on now.
5 points for Zach after a scoreless first half, 72-59. To the bucket, Dennis. Turn that corner, gets his first hoop, 72-61. Jalen to Porzingis, controls that dribble. In tight, scores. Nothing Walker could do but foul him.
When he gets there and he gets up in the air, you're not going to be able to challenge that shot.
An and one for Kristaps Porzingis. Putting together a great trip. He had 25 Monday night in Chicago, 23 in Brooklyn. He scored 20 or more in 3 of the 4 games he's played as a Hawk.
And he's on pace to do that again in this game. 15 so far.
Here come the Pacers. Shepherd around the perimeter to Walker. Nikhil up there to bother him. Nesmith blocked from behind by Porzingis. It rolls out of bounds and is touched last by Indiana. And on the baseline, Aaron Nesmith really giving it to Sean Corbin.
Official timeout.
I think Nesmith may be bleeding. Cut on the hand.
He says it's on his head, actually.
Yeah, it is on the old noggin. And I think what he was saying to Sean Corbin, you know, Sean, it's tough out here. If I'm bleeding, top of my head, probably got fouled. Just wanted to offer that opinion.
Could be.
I don't think he quite said it like
might have been a scratch that just started bleeding. He had it earlier.
.808 to go in the third period. And I believe that, yes, Mr. Nesmith will stay in the game. Hawks have been put in Group A in the Eastern Conference. 4 games, 2 at home, 2 on the road, starting tonight here with the Pacers. And then these group play games, of course, just double up regular season games, but cup designation. And you win your group, you advance to the quarterfinals. Walker out of the corner.
Yeah, like I said, they keep launching the threes. No, not shy at all.
Third 3 tonight for Jarris. Alexander Walker in traffic, gets it to go.
Showing a little strength down there around the basket. Like we said about Indiana, Indiana's not very good perimeter defenders. They'll let you turn that corner.
Pascal turning, missing. Rebound Porzingis. 7.5 to play. Third quarter, Jalen Johnson draws the contact.
Again, another play where the Hawks see an opening and they taking advantage of them guys that kind of scramble on the defense on the perimeter. And that's another lane to the basket. Very fortunate he didn't make that shot.
First visit to the line for Jalen Johnson tonight. And that's point number 13.
13 and 8 and 5 assists. It's a solid night. And we got 7:26 to go in the third.
14 points for Jalen. 79-64 Hawks. Great start to this third quarter. Walker giving it over to Nesmith. Dennis gets to the middle. On the give, Walker to the corner, and that 3 no good by Ben Shepherd.
Again, Walker was right at the basket. Yep. Had a layup.
2 is better than 0.
Yeah.
Alexander Walker with the jam of the left hand.
Oh, man.
Boy, that was awesome. Siakam. 81-64 Atlanta. Inside Siakam, double team. Shepherd can't hit the reverse. Jalen coming up. Driving. And he falls flat in the lane.
Oh, man.
Foul coming.
This dunk here.
Oh, this is a good one. We got to get out the old Dunkometer on this one, Nick.
Man, I'm going to give him a 10, man. In traffic, able to get around 3 guys and go up and throw it down. I'm going to give him a 10. You know, that brings back memories. But the Hawks are just pouring it on.
Jalen Johnson already a double-double, and we're going to have to put him on triple-double watch.
Yeah.
He's got 6 assists. Onyeka Okongwu comes in along with Mo Gay. Dyson Daniels, Kristaps Porzingis head to the bench. Good surge, as you mentioned, Nick, here in the first half of this period. Second shot for Jalen Johnson, his season high 25.
In this quarter alone, the Pacers only scored like 6 points here. Actually 5 points.
83-64.
See, there's nothing that they're getting on the perimeter.
Okay, knocked it away from Jay Huff. Nesmith rises up. And Jalen gets that 11th rebound. Season high in boards for Jalen. Alexander Walker spins, shoots it off wide left. Pacers run out with Nesmith. Dennis. Shepard out-hustled the Hawks to get the ball. Siakam. Shepard blocked by Jalen. Knocked away, the Hawks have it. Good defense by Jalen on the recovery. Lob to Mo Gay. Gathers himself and hits.
Well, they have no answer for the Hawks front line.
And the Hawks have taken it by 21 and a 10-0 run in Indianapolis.
All right, Jason fans, I'm over here with Terry. Make some noise for him. To name that photo, we're going to put a picture of a Pacers player up on the big screen. It's going to be a throwback, maybe in a Halloween costume, and you're going to have to tell me who it is. We have 5 of them tonight. Try to hook you up with a prize pack, all right? Pacers fans, help them out. Let's see who the first one is. All right, crowd, help them out. Who is it? Is it Johnny, TJ, or Jay? Who you thinking, Terry? Is that Johnny? He's saying Johnny. Pacers fans, what do you think? Is it Johnny? Ah, Jay Huff. That's all right. Let's move on to the second one here. Again, Pacers fans, help them out. Obi, Ben, or Tyrese? I'm loving the costume, too. Come on, Terry. Obi. He's saying Obi. Is that right? It is correct. All right. Moving on to the third picture. Okay, is it Ray J, Ben, or Andrew? Pacers fans, what are we thinking over here? Terry?
I think it's Andrew.
He's saying Andrew. Is that correct? It is Andrew. Perfect. All right, moving on to the fourth picture. Let's finish strong here. Quentin, Cam, or Jairus? Got Spider-Man up there.
All right, we're going to go with Cam.
He's going with Cam Jones. Is that correct? It is. All right, we got to get the last one here, Terry. Pacers fans, help him out. Let's put it up there. Aaron, Ben, or Isaiah? Who is it? Again, let's finish strong.
We think it's Ben.
He's saying we think it's Ben. Is that correct? For the prize pack.
We're back in Indianapolis where the Hawks have gone on a 10-0 run to take a 21-point lead on the Pacers. And I'm joined by some very proud parents, Rod and Stacey Johnson, who are here to see their son Jalen, who's on the verge of a potential triple-double. I want to get to that in a moment. But Stacey, I'm going to start with you because I am told Rod is a bit of a live wire during these interviews and could potentially overtake the broadcast. So I want to get your thoughts on his performances in previous interviews first.
I didn't hear.
Your thoughts on Rod's previous performances in these interviews?
Performances. I thought we were talking about Jay's performance.
We'll get to that.
It's okay. Well, Rod's performances are second to none, and actually we should be talking to him right now because the action might happen then.
It could. I've been told about this. There have been some dunks while we're talking to you. First of all, your analysis of the second half here so far.
It looks good. We're finally rebounding. We're boxing out. We're playing solid defense. We're moving our feet. We're playing like we should be playing. You know, we have the length, so we shouldn't be getting out rebounded. So I'm proud of them for coming out strong in the second half.
How about that pass to Zach a few minutes ago?
Oh, that was beautiful. We're kind of used to it, but it was perfect for this environment and for this game.
Between Jalen and your son Kobe, who's in camp with the Skyhawks right now, how many games will you two end up going to?
The schedule is crazy. The schedule is crazy. This week we've been with Jay all week on the road trip that they're on. Next week we're actually headed to Toronto to watch Kobe's first game against the 905 Raptors. So.
And how about feedback for the kids? Are you beyond that, or are you still telling them what you like, didn't like?
No, we give them encouragement, you know, and we try to, you know, stay positive with them all the time. You know, but pretty much we just let them take care of their business. They're both grown. They're both professionals now.
What are the chances Jalen finishes with a triple-double here tonight?
It's very high. I'm excited. The way he's passing the basketball and getting his teammates involved, I'm very excited. I want him to make a three, though. That's what I want him to do.
But before we let you go, we got to ask, best Halloween costume Jalen ever wore as a kid?
Oh, probably I would say the Scream costume. That's the first one that comes to mind.
Very solid. Very solid. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
It is always a pleasure to have the Johnsons with us.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he really enjoys, you know, I think, well, I don't think he is Jalen's biggest fan, and as a father, you should be. But he gets excited when he plays well, and he gets on him when he doesn't. So, as Siakam missed, I think he's 4 free throws. But I love Jalen's family. Just some of the wonderful people you'll ever meet. And Jalen, I think it's pretty high that he'll get a triple-double tonight.
He needs 3 more assists. Second shot for Siakam.
But, you know, you look at Indiana, you know, their shot selection tonight has not been very good. They're 8 of 31 from the three-point line, which tells you, hey, maybe you should go to the basket a little bit more and not take some of those shots.
Luke Kennard can't squeeze that shot off. Hawks work it with Dyson Daniels. Crashing. Onyeka, though, could not follow it in. Keaton Wallace back in the ball game. He had 6 assists in the first half. To Siakam. Siakam just having to do everything offensively, and now they got a foul on Wallace.
And you can tell he's getting tired because he's having to do every single thing offensively. He got to get some help from his other teammates.
Siakam has taken 15 shots from the field. He's been to the line 10 times. And he also has to create for Rick Carlisle. 4 assists.
You're asking him to do a lot.
Tipped by Keaton Wallace, and the steal secured by Onyeka.
Again, when you don't have a playmaker, those are the type of things that happen.
Keaton Wallace, the lefty, drills a 3. Keaton Wallace with his second 3-pointer of the game, and Atlanta leads it 88-65. Quentin Jackson hits a 3.
Oh, you live with that.
That gives the Pacers 9 points in the quarter. Kennard. In and out with the 3.
But again, that was a good shot. The defense kind of broke down for the Pacers.
Catch and shoot for Ben Shepherd. Mo Gay clears.
Ben Shepherd has struggled in this game.
Run out. Jay Huff knocks it away. Taken back by Dyson Daniels. His shot no good. Kennard has it. Wallace gets an open alleyway and scores. 8 points for Keaton.
Everything going right for the Hawks.
90-68. Quentin Jackson. Another three.
Jackson.
1:55 to play in the third. Here is Keaton. And we have a foul. This foul is going to be offensive on Atlanta. So Onyeka picks up his fourth foul. He's had a frustrating whistle. He scored 9 points, has 5 rebounds, but he's only played 18 minutes. Shepherd circles out. Now, foul is called in Atlanta, and it looked like Jackson and Huff ran into each other. Risacher is going to come in.
Well, you know, again, when you look at how this game is being played in this third quarter, the Hawks have seized all control. They're getting anything they want offensively. The defensive pressure has definitely picked up.
Second foul on Dyson Daniels will send Quentin Jackson to the foul line. He's got the first. Basketball fans, FanDuel's Picks is now available in your state. And right now, new customers can play $5 and get $60 in bonus credits, win or lose. Join FanDuel Picks today, the easiest way to play. $13 points for Quentin Jackson. He's trying to make the score respectable here for Indiana.
Yeah.
Luke Kennard on the wing. Mogay sets his feet. Risacher up to get it. Nicely done.
Again, the Hawks' size, just with this group on the floor, are good rebounders.
And they've really choked off the Indiana offensive rebounding here in the second half. Rainbow three for Jarace Walker. Georgia Natural Gas fast break is coming up. Long three, Risacher heating up now.
Oh yeah, he's starting to wake up.
Boy, that run out dunk got him going. And now he's hit a couple of threes. 95-76. Here is Jackson. Atlanta with a healthy 19-point lead. It was as big as 23 a moment ago. Dyson Daniels going in, dumping it off to Mogay for the jam. Well, the Hawks are just having their way in this period.
Yeah, this is easy for them. Easy. This quarter has totally been dominated by the Atlanta Hawks.
Hawks have scored 34 points in the quarter and look good as we get set for the final 12 minutes and chance to take a second win on this road trip. First one in the cup, Walker. And that will be the horn ending the third period. And what a third period it was. Zachary Risacher coming to life. A run-out dunk and 2 threes in a 10-point quarter. And the Hawks went crazy as they lead it 97-76. That's the end of the third. Time now for Fast Break. The Fast Break is presented by Georgia Natural Gas. G&G keeps it simple with great rates and reliable service. And we welcome you back to Indianapolis, where the Hawks have really put some distance between themselves and the Indiana Pacers here. Bob and Nick back with you courtside. That was an impressive third period.
That was a pure dominated quarter by the Atlanta Hawks. They really did a good job defensively and extending the pressure out on the perimeter. Got a lot of turnovers, a lot of bad shots where they were able to get out on the break and finish. So they got exactly what they wanted out of that quarter.
We were wondering what we would see without Trae Young tonight offensively for the Hawks. They have punished the Indiana Pacers in the paint.
Yeah, and it started with Dyson Daniels getting to the basket, and Jalen Johnson also started to do the same. And how about Walker, man? Just tough drive to the basket. But my favorite play of the night was Walker's dunk, and then between three guys. I gave him a 10, Bob.
Yes, sir, and he deserved that 10. That was an outstanding effort.
Oh,
but we've
was.
seen that from day one now with Nickeil.
Well, you know what? He brings that energy. He brings defensive pressure, and also a guy who can score on the offensive end. He gets to the basket basically very easily anytime he wants, and he knows how to finish with either hand. But the thing I really like about him is his energy. He's always the same guy.
Fourth quarter is straight ahead, but first this word from our friends at Georgia Natural Gas.
Frightening time of year, especially when you're shopping for natural gas. So get our lowest rate of the year. Because these days, simple is just what you need.
Well, one of the big stories in that first half, Indiana's ability to get on the offensive glass. They were crashing everyone, it seemed. They had 12 offensive rebounds at halftime. They got only one in that third quarter. And keep in mind, there's a lot of opportunities because they missed a ton of shots in that third period.
Yeah. But again, they don't have a playmaker on the floor for them other than Siakam, who can get his own shot.
Hawks shooting 54% on 38 of 71. The Pacers are down to 32% on 23 of 72. Atlanta won that third quarter 34-17.
And you look at the starting five for the Hawks, all double figures. Very balanced scoring.
Porzingis. Mac McClung in the ball game for Indiana. He is out there with Jackson. Both Jacksons are out there with Shepard. Quentin Jackson lost the handle. Risa in transition pulls a three like it's nothing.
Man, let me tell you something. That's a confident shot right there. Running back on offense, nobody under the basket. He said, "No, this is going to be easy."
100-76.
Risa didn't score the first half. Now has 13 points.
McClung to Jackson. Tough three. Dyson Daniels goes down, runs into Porzingis. Then the pass gets to Isaiah Jackson for the jam. 100-78. Dyson Daniels rolls it in.
Boy, those shots wasn't going in previous games. That all of those shots are starting to go down now.
The five starters for the Hawks all in double figures. A great balanced attack. 102-78. The driving Shepard rolls it in on the reverse. Ben Shepard's second bucket. The Atlanta product out of Greater Atlanta Christian. Daniels. He goes up with the left hand off the glass. Pacers take it down. Walker clears to McClung. Mack got the basket, counter and one.
Now that's a pretty impressive shot by McClung.
The reach-in foul charge to Keaton Wallace.
Oh, nice crossover. You saw him grab him by the arm. Off the glass and in.
7 points for Mack. An absolute YouTube phenomenon as he was coming up out of high school and in college, first at Georgetown and then at Texas Tech. And you got to know him a little bit at the slam dunk competitions over the years at All-Star. And this young man has tried so hard to stick. He's had every kind of contract except a standard contract, and he finally got that here in Indiana.
But you know, to do what he's done, man, is pretty remarkable. And to kind of stay grounded, guys, he kept working, and now look, he has a chance to play on the biggest stage.
Risa
I'm going to give Risa a heat check on that because he's been hot the second half.
Let me ask you a question. Why is it a heat check only on when they miss?
Because, you know, if he makes it, we don't need to say anything.
Still hot.
No, we just say hot. We won't say heat check. Heat check is only when you miss.
We'll continue this philosophical discussion with the Hall of Famer in just a moment.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
You're up on the big screen. Break it down. Have some fun. We got Waldo and Velma. They're starting it off. Here we go. Come on, Pacers fans, let's keep it going tonight. I'm loving all the costumes. It was a graveyard smash. It caught all men alive. It hit the monsters. You're up there, don't be shy now. You gotta dance. All right, back to the banana. Oh yeah, we got our super fans up there. Make some noise for the kids one time. All right, Pacer fans, thank you guys so much for moving with our dance cam tonight. Happy Halloween!
Our coverage of the Hawks would not be complete without a stroll down memory lane. Let's go back to old Market Square Arena in 1985 for our Zaxby's Who's Got the Sauce. And it was our man against Michael Jordan, his rookie season, I believe.
That's right.
And MJ came up short on that one. It was the Hall of Famer who took his first slam dunk title.
You know, my first one, I was kind of in awe because it was Dr. J, my idol. So the second one, I said, I'm not going in. I'm not stargazing. I'm going in to win this thing. So I knew going in I was going to win it.
And win it you did. What an impressive night. There was another guy in that one, Terrence Stansbury. Remember
he
him?
was good. He was really, really good. I mean, that one-legged 360 that he did, that was the first time I've seen that. He was pretty good.
Great stuff.
And I think at the time he was playing with Indiana.
Yes, I believe that's correct. Fourth quarter, 102-85. Porzingis has it taken away. Well, Indiana making a little surge here. McClung driving in. Jackson, Shepard. McClung will take the three and miss it. And that's going to be an over the back on Jackson.
Hey, one thing I like about
no, they're going to stay here.
Yeah, and it's going to stay. One thing I like about McClung, he's giving himself a chance.
Yes.
And they said, look, if I'm going to stay here, I got to show that I have some aggressiveness out on the floor and I'm not afraid to take shots.
A fourth foul charge to Zachary Richelet. 9:05 left. AP gets a breather. Onyeka back in playing with 4 fouls. Here is Jarris Walker looking inside and finds Isaiah Jackson. Just beat the shot clock.
Yeah, he was very fortunate there. That time was running out.
102-87. Richelet. Dyson Daniels with a soft touch off the glass.
Well, like I said, everything in this second half is going the Hawks' way. Everybody's getting the ball. Such balanced scoring.
14 points, 8 rebounds for Dyson. Shepard in the middle of the lane to Walker. And Onyeka pulls it down.
You know what? It's tough for me when I see big guys shoot floaters.
And usually that's the result when they do.
Yeah, that's right.
Dyson Daniels. Hawks take it back up to 19, and the Pacers take another timeout with 8:04 to play in the fourth quarter. A spurt by the visitors in white.
If you would like a t-shirt, now is the time to stand up and make some noise. Oh no, I said we got t-shirts and you gotta make noise. We can't hear you. Get loud, Pacers fans. You see the power pack is out here. The Pacemates are here. Come on. Bring the noise. Here comes Boomer. Boomer's got t-shirts. Come on.
Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by Kia. By Georgia Power, official electricity partner of the Atlanta Hawks and State Farm Arena. And by Georgia Natural Gas. G&G keeps it simple. Get our lowest rate at gng.com. The Ghosts and Goblins are retiring for the evening. Hawks fans reveling in this 106-87 lead here with 8:04 to play in the fourth quarter. Hawks come back out with Risa Shea, Alexander Walker, Johnson, Kennard, and Onyeka Okongwu.
And I think Indiana Pacers have kind of dialed it in and said, you know what, we're going to get these young guys, let them play.
Matt McClung off the screen. Ray J. Dennis. Shot clock becoming a factor here. And on the arm, a foul is called. And Nickeil thought he had all ball on that one. Second foul. And the Hawks are going to challenge that call. A timeout here for Atlanta.
Atlanta is taking time out to challenge a ruling.
This will be the Sprite Coaches Challenge as the green lights come on. It is the foul call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker that drew the ire of the Hawks. They took a quick look at it and said, yes, let's challenge this one.
Well, Walker was really upset with that call because he said it was all ball. And it really had nowhere to go, so it was good defense there.
And that's something, now that Nickeil is going to be starting until Trey gets back, it appears, you get Walker and Dyson Daniels, two fantastic wing defenders on the floor together.
They're really good. They're really good together. And again, because of their defense, you don't have to help as much. And so you give guys a chance to guard their guys a little bit longer.
Boy, he pried that ball away, at least at that angle. Let's see if we can tell if there's any.
Review, Alexander Walker legally gets his hand on the basketball and knocks it loose. Therefore, the play's been overturned to a no call.
There you go.
In the immediate aftermath, the imminent possession was to Atlanta. Richelet had the basketball. Atlanta will retain the ball in the backcourt with 24 on the shot clock. They retain their timeout. They have the ability for a second challenge later in the game.
Connor Barney coming through. Never in doubt, says Connor. Connor's got his bodyguards there, Mike Bray and Sanjay Lumpkin, in case anything goes wrong.
There you go.
They're sitting right next to us. So 106.87. Kennard. Oh, right to the basket, tipped in by Onyeka.
And with that basket, Onyeka gets in double figures. So now the Hawks have 6 guys in double figures.
Great balance tonight. And a foul on Luke Kennard against Jalen Peter. The rookie is coming in for his first action. And we'll be going to the foul line. Our Valvoline instant oil quick change. As Peter steps up to the foul line here, Jalen Johnson with his double-double tonight of 16 points and 13 rebounds, 7 assists. Valvoline instant oil change, quick change.
Nice work here by Jalen Johnson. But it's been a total team effort, particularly from your starting lineup, man. What balance scoring.
So a couple of free throws there for Jalen Peter. Hits all 3, in fact. And it is Atlanta ball with the lead of 108-90. Alexander Walker. And the whistle against Ray J. Dennis. So Nikhil hadn't been to the line since the start of the game. Gets a chance to go back here looking for points 18 and 19. 6:59 to play. Hawks had a tough defeat. They led with under 6 to play in Chicago by 5 Monday night. Fell to the unbeaten Bulls. Bounced back with the win in Brooklyn. And a chance to make it 2 in a row on this trip in just 6 minutes and 59 seconds. Stay tuned for Hawks Live, fueled by Georgia Natural Gas. That is coming up immediately after the game.
Well, Alexander has come alive once again.
Mac McClung dealing with Jalen Johnson. Spin move, lefty beauty.
Okay, Matthew.
That's a new season high of 10. 110-92 Atlanta. Zachary Risachet. Blocked by Jay Huff. Dennis. And we've got a foul coming on Atlanta. This will be on Luke Kennard for a loose ball foul.
That is his second. Team fourth.
Well, I thought they was going to call that a shooting foul when they first called that foul.
Jalen Peter out of Russellville, Arkansas. The former high jump champ. Huff going up. Kennard. Risachet. And McClung with the steal. Crosses over Risachet, tees up Huff for 3.
I mean, that was a nice pass to get him open there. There's Risachet, no one down. He said, no, I'm going to take this shot. Comes up short.
I don't think the head coach was real thrilled.
No,
with that
he
one.
wasn't happy about that shot.
110-92. That's going to go off the foot of Dennis. Atlanta ball. Dyson Daniels coming back in. Well, I should say at Indiana ball. 5:36 remaining. And they're calling a delay of game on the Hawks as Risachet was a little tardy coming off the floor. Peter out of the corner.
He thought he got fouled, but the ref said, hey, we're trying to get this game over with.
Jalen. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Rick Carlisle will take yet another timeout. So we've got 5:20 remaining. Step aside for just a moment. Hawks looking to close this one out on the road, up 110-92.
Indiana's taking a timeout to challenge the ruling of out of bounds awarded to Atlanta. Successful. The ball last touch Johnson. It is Indiana ball. Indiana will retain their timeout. They have the ability for a second challenge.
Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by Toyota. Get deals on Toyota trucks this month during Truck Month. Toyota, let's go places. And by John Foy & Associates, the strong arm. .520 remaining. Challenge won by the Pacers, so they get the ball back. And Matt McClung brings it ahead. Quick lob, taken down by the Hawks. First broken up by Jalen Johnson. Takes the three, missed the three. Whoops.
Kind of got behind him just a little bit.
Jay Huff. Hawks could not secure it as Nickeil Alexander-Walker went out of bounds. 4:43 to play. Dennis, 4-3. 4.5 to go in the game. Hawks looking to take a cup victory tonight. The other game is Toronto and Cleveland. A dunk for Jalen Johnson.
Nice pass by Onyeka Okongwu on the back cut.
Rod and Stacey approved. Huff. First bucket for Jay. 112-97. Tyson Daniels getting to his feet in the lane. Jalen Johnson will drive and score.
Oh, that was way too easy. Basically, you gave him an opening to the basket. Jalen with 20 and 7, 14 rebounds.
His fourth 20-point game in 5. This one knocked around. Hawks come up with it. Jalen looking for more. Nice pass down the lane. And Alexander-Walker's going to get an and one. Boy, good job, Nickeil. He's played a wonderful game.
Yeah, he has 21 now. Jalen has 20. Daniel 16. And Porzingis in 23 minutes have 15 and 8.
3.5 remaining. And Nickeil ready for the free throw. Talon Peter brings it ahead for Indiana. He had missed some time with a right groin sprain. Alexander-Walker can't run it down. Pacers have it with 3:20 left. This game was decided in the third quarter.
Oh, yeah.
1 second on the shot clock. McClung can't connect. Pacers take the ball away. Peter to the corner, and Dennis. Air ball. And pulled down and stuck back in by Isaiah Jackson. 116-97.
The Pacers have taken 46 threes.
And one for Onyeka. And the Hawks continue to pour it on. They're up to 118 points. And the foul charge to Isaiah Jackson.
Okongwu continue his solid play. Carlisle going to use them timeouts.
Indiana will take a timeout here. 2:44 to play.
Please direct camera to the scoreboard tonight. Prime 47 prime time. Play of the game.
He takes off her dress. Now let me go. I just can't look. It's killing me. And taking control.
Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by Toyota. Get deals on Toyota trucks this truck month. Toyota, let's go places. By John Foy and Associates, the Strong Arm. And by Xfinity, all your favorite teams in one place. And by John Foy and Associates, the Strong Arm. $118.99 Atlanta. Looking to even its overall record in 3-3 with this one tonight. First game without Trae Young after his knee injury in New York. And the Hawks have put together a most impressive second half to get the job done.
I mean, an explosive second half where they came out with energy and really turned it up defensively and got Indiana into a very uncomfortable situation, and they couldn't come back from it.
Couple of minutes left. Off of the handoff. Gets it back. In on Onyeka, but left it short. He's had a rough shooting night.
Well, you know, and not shooting it with any sense of purpose.
Nice pass. Sets up the Dyson Daniels jam. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
What a night.
Really played a complete game. Matt McClung on the drive. His career high is 20. That was in Brooklyn in April of 23. 121-101.
I mean, he's gotten 11 shots up in this game.
Right. Shoot T, get hot.
Oh, yeah.
In and out for Jalen. McClung. Nothing there. Good defense by the Hawks. Run out for Jalen. There's the dunk Dan's been waiting all night for. Needs a three now. Nice run out. Rod enjoyed that one.
Well,
Third dunk of the night
enjoyed
for
it, but he
Jalen.
didn't get excited.
No. Well, the game's over.
The game's over. Yeah.
Jay Huff takes it in. 1:25 left. This is going to be Atlanta's third road win. Foul here on Ray J. Dennis. And Rick Carlisle, I believe, is going to take another timeout. I believe that's number 7 for the head coach of the Pacers. So He won't be taking any home with him tonight as the Hawks lead it by 20. Take a look at our Xfinity matchup. Here's what's ahead for the Hawks. One more stop on this road trip. We will join you from Cleveland on Sunday evening. That's a 6 o'clock game, so our coverage begins at 5:30 Eastern time against Mr. Mobley and the Cavaliers. Then Tuesday is a home game against Orlando. No TV for us, but back with you Friday, and that's another cup game with Toronto. A back-to-back. The Lakers come in. Maybe Luka will be healthy by then, and in return, no LeBron. I don't believe for that one. He'll still be out. And then we start a Western trip against the Clippers in LA on November the 10th. How about Austin Reeves for the Lakers? Has he had a week?
Oh, man, the 51-point game.
51, 40, and then hit the game winner last night.
He's on fire. On fire.
When you give these guys minutes in the basketball,
no pressure.
No telling.
Yeah. There's no pressure. You just come out and play because people don't expect anything. You got two of your best players out, and them guys are winning games.
So 3 home games next week. And a special treat when the Lakers come in for sure, but big one with Orlando Tuesday night. Hawks Live postgame presented by Georgia Natural Gas. That's coming up next. Toppin Brothers are here tonight, and the younger Toppin for the Hawks gets into the ball game, and that Jacob, and the long 3 out the wing is good by Keaton Wallace.
Keaton Wallace has played solid tonight as well, and his minutes on the floor, 15 minutes, 11 points and 6 assists. Good numbers off the bench.
Jacob Toppin wearing number 0, his second year with the Hawks. Loose ball to Huff. That's blocked. But a foul on N'Faly Dante.
Foul on number 12, Dante. That is his first.
So also on the floor, Asa Newell, Caleb Houston. No V. Krejci. Interesting. Huff ready. And the free throw is good. There's Asa Newell getting a chance to get a minute under his belt here tonight. The Hawks lead at 126-104. Didn't know quite what to expect tonight with Trey. Took a while to get going, but the offense clicked right along with great balance.
Well, I kind of felt the Hawks were going to come out and have a good night. Sometimes they get off to a slow start and they just keep playing. It picks up.
Pass deflected by Dante. Gets it back right over the top, takes it home. N'Faly Dante. And the bench explodes as Atlanta goes up 128-105. And the bucket by Indiana makes it a 20-point game. Dennis got that last one. And Keaton Wallace is going to dribble out the final seconds of this game. Keaton spins and dribbles out the clock, and that's going to be the game. As the Atlanta Hawks come to Indianapolis and say to the Pacers and their fans, no, sir. It's all Atlanta tonight, 128-108. And an outstanding performance. Quinn Snyder and the coaching staff with a lot to like with this effort here tonight.
Oh, it was a wonderful effort. Multiple guys came out ready to play, and Jalen Johnson at the top of that list.
Outstanding effort by Jalen to help lead the way tonight, but it was fantastic balance. Nickeil Alexander-Walker was also very good in this one. And we're waiting for Jalen to join Matt. He'll be out there in just a second. But the Hawks go to 3-3 and 3-1 on the road. Their second win in 3 nights on this road trip with 1 game to play against the Cleveland Cavaliers in Ohio on Sunday evening. Here comes Jalen. Time for our All Access feature brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. Let's send it over to Matt.
Bob, thanks much. Hey, Jalen, are you keeping that ball?
Yeah, it's Dante's first NBA bucket, I believe.
Nice, nice. It's always a curiosity when a star, high-usage player like Trae Young leaves a lineup. What's the team going to look like? What did you learn about your guys tonight?
We really buckled down in that second half. That second half, those first 4 or 5 minutes were huge for us. We really set the tone on how the rest of the game would go. So I'm proud of how we came out as a group. We stayed connected throughout the whole game.
You doubled them up in that third quarter. What felt right then?
I mean, just how we came out, how we started the half. I mean, it was huge for us. Like I said last time we talked, we got those first 4 or 5 minutes in the first and second half are huge for us. So we did that tonight.
Either defensive rebounding or turnovers or transition, whatever it was. What opens up for you guys offensively when you can get out and run?
I mean, everything. We got shooters galore across the board, and we got athletes too. So we can get up and down with a team like Indiana, who's great at it. I believe we can continuously do that throughout the season.
What's the comfort level now, having seen what you did tonight, going into Cleveland and however long Trae's out?
Yeah, I mean, we just got to take it one game at a time. We got to turn our focus to Cleveland now, and hopefully close this road trip out on the dub.
Your mom told me what she thinks your favorite Halloween costume was, or at least her favorite. I want to know if your answer matches hers.
I couldn't even tell you. I don't even remember last time I dressed up for Halloween. So what did she say?
She said the killer from Scream.
Oh, that's a great pull. So I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Mom's usually right.
Always, 100%, all the time. Listen to your moms, kids.
Congrats.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, fellas. And see, this is why you need the FanDuel Sports Network app. When your kid gets interviewed after an NBA game, you can listen and watch on the app, and you don't have to wait for the replay. You get it live as it happens.
Yeah, there you go.
A great night for the Johnsons here in Indianapolis as the Hawks win it 128-108. Jalen spectacular with 22 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists. That's our final score tonight here as the Hawks take the first in the regular season series and get a cup win against these Pacers. Next game will come your way Sunday night. We'll join you at 5:30 Eastern from Cleveland as the Hawks take on the Cavaliers. Stay with us. Plenty of coverage still ahead. We'll hear from head coach Quinn Snyder and more on the post-game show. Hawks Live coming up right after the game, presented by Georgia Natural Gas. Hawks 128, Pacers 108. Stay with us.
Max Warner Music.
What a deal.